Twinkle's heart fluttered as the Hop-Along Express pulled along the dock and coasted to a stop. Glitter and Sparkle stood close on either side of her, while Flash danced around them, jumping to get a better view of the bunnies. Dozens of bunnies grinned and waved shyly from the boat. They were bigger adults. And smaller kids, all with dazzling colorful horns. Some bunnies had floppy ears, while others had ears that stood straight up in the ears. Twinkle had to smile and laugh at the way they twitched their noses. My mom said that the different Cutiecorns will stay in their boats until everyone had docked, Twinkle told her friends. Then they'll all disembark for the welcome parade down the Fur Amusement Park. Glitter said happily, Yes! It's so pup-tastically exciting. Over the next half hour, pups watched boat after boat docked in Barking Bay Harbor. The hamster's boat, the smallest, and it was covered with clear tubes and spinning wheels for the hamsters to run around in. The hedgehogs were all snuggled up with nests on their boats, which were dark and shaded. Twinkle reminded her mom mentioning that hedgehogs were nocturnal. So they usually slept during the day, or if the story was taking place in winter, would be hibernating by now. The goats rode next, jumping and bouncing in their multi-tiered boat. Many goats were perched in the highest tier, looking down from the clouds below. Then came the cats, who walked effortlessly fed on the railings of the boat, looking sleek and graceful. Is that everyone? Sparkle wondered out loud. Glitter pointed a paw. Almost. Look! And off in the distance, the pups could see something high in the blue sky. It came closer at the moment, and soon Twinkle realized what it was. A flock of Cutiecorn birds. Birds of every color and size flapped their wings in perfect unison. Swooping through the air, they landed on a neat row on top of the Welcome Cutiecorns banner above the docks. Bow wow! Flash cried. That was totally awesome. Twinkle had to agree, but she was overwhelmed and excited that she could hardly bark. These animals haven't set paw or claw or hoof on Puppy Paw Island yet. And even though it was clear they were already different from the pups from another, the thought of it just made Twinkle's snout spin a little. A trumpet sounded, and Twinkle heard her mom's bark amplified with her magic so that it sounded like a megaphone. To all of our honored guests, welcome to Puppy Paw Island and our first annual Cutiecorn Carnival. The crowd barked wildly as the Cutiecorns on boats all cheered. We're all terrifically excited to have you join us. Now if you're ready to disembark, please, you can head straight to the welcome parade. The pups, all the dogs begin to step aside, lining the sides of the log lane, leaving the center clear for the parade. Twinkle, Sparkle, Flash, and Glitter got a spot right up so they can see their Cutiecorn visitors without having to peek down grown-ups' heads and horns. First were the birds, who darted and swooped overhead, wowing everyone along the parade route with their fancy flying. At times they looked like colorful little blurs against the brilliant blue skies. The cats pranced proudly along the street, holding their heads and tails up high. The hamsters ran behind them, their tiny little legs moving fast to keep up. They're so cute and fuzzy, Glitter whispered to Twinkle. Next were the bunnies, hopping cheerfully and waving to the pups on the side. Twinkle spotted a skittish little gray bunny near the back of the pack. She wasn't waving, she seemed to be ducking. and behind some of the bigger bunnies as the others continued bouncing along, the little bunny fell further and further behind until she was back among the goats, who caught their hooves loudly. Twinkle could see the look of panic on the little bunny's face, who no one else seemed to notice. Without another thought, Twinkle raced down onto the parade route. "Hey, where are you going?" Twinkle could hear Flash yell in worry behind her, but there was no time to reply. Twinkle wound her way carefully through the goats until she reached the bunny. "Hi," she said gently. "My name's Twinkle. Would you like some help getting back to your mom?" Wide-eyed, the bunny nodded quickly. "What's your name?" Twinkle asked. "It's Fluff," said the bunny. Twinkle crouched down. "Come on to my back, Fluff. I'll bring you over to your mom in 2 shakes of a puppy's tail." She leaped and gave the bunny a reassuring smile. She knew that asking Fluff to climb over on her back was a bit risky. After all, this young bunny had never seen a puppy before. Never mind, ridden on one before. But Twinkle also knew that the other animals in the parade were moving too quickly. Fluff would never be able to catch up on her own. After a moment's hesitation, Fluff scrambled onto Twinkle's back. Twinkle could feel her fur trembling. "Don't worry," she said. "I'll take it nice and slow. Pup's on her." Twinkle walked out to the edge of the parade route and trotted carefully along, light on her paws. She passed the goats and caught up with the bunnies. She was about to ask Fluff which bunny was her name when suddenly she saw her horn grow. Her sea match was kicking in. She suddenly noticed the larger bunny standing near the front of the pack. Twinkle knew that was the bunny she was looking for. She approached slowly, not wanting to spook anyone. "I'll let you off right here," she said to Fluff. "You can head back to your mom, and she never knew that you were gone." Fluff slid down to the ground and gave Twinkle a sheepish grin. "Thanks," she said, wiggling her tiny pink nose happily. She fell into line behind her mom, hopping happily and even waving a little paw to the pups on the sidelines. Twinkle trotted back to her friends just to see the little hedgehogs go rolling by. They had curled up into spiky little balls. All the pups clapped their paws and giggled. "That was very nice of you to help that little bunny," Glitter said quietly to Twinkle, patting her paw as they watched the parade move down the street. Twinkle blushed, but a smile came across her snout. I could tell she was scared, being all alone in this strange new place. I'm feeling nervous about the Colonels. I just imagine how our visitors are feeling. It was just like my magic told me to. Glitter smiled sleepy. I have a feeling you're seeing magic. It's gonna be working overtime today.